Hello, my friends, the Telosians. You have arrived at the great change. Dear children of the earth, we greet you. It is sometimes difficult for a human being to understand that life is not what he or she lives on the soil of the earth. Since time immemorial, you have been conditioned to understand this, to understand that, to react in such and such a way, etc. You have been put in such moral, mental, and spiritual conditioning that you have totally lost the knowledge of who you really are. But know that all of this was wanted and greatly desired by your religious leaders, and by all those who wish to lead you and to have a hold on humanity. The conditioning that you have been put through has caused everything you should have understood about life to be erased from your minds, and you have been led throughout the generations to believe that life is only about working to survive. This conditioning has turned you, we would say, into human robots. You have been told for millennia that you were little humans without consciousness, that you had to work to get food, but that this work was done by humans, who kept you in a kind of moral and physical prison. Your forefathers, who you were, obeyed these orders, and humans were content to live or even survive without questioning the validity of these directives. It took millennia for you to finally understand that something was wrong with your lives. Many of you have wanted to better understand the meaning of life, but now you have arrived at the great change. This great change, even if it does not seem to exist, is the one that is leading you to understand yourself. To understand that everything that had been inculcated in you for thousands of years was only lies, only directives intended to benefit certain humans for their desire for power. Finally, you are able to revolt against what has been happening on earth within humanity for the last 3 years. You have experienced confinements intended to study your docility to the directives of your which, of course, are not in law, but are filled with a great desire for power over humanity. You have experienced the obligation to receive injunctions which, we remind you, have only been and will only be done to better manipulate you and make you super robots. Many of you have understood the manipulations of which you have been victims. We say victims for some of you who have accepted this out of fear of being punished in one way or another, etc. But other humans have refused these injunctions and have, yes, been punished. But they have trusted life and have more or less come true. Know that when you are in confidence, life does not abandon you. Life supports you. This does not mean that everything becomes rosy, as you say, but things, the events of your life are much less difficult than they could have been. The confidence that you are acquiring in the face of all these events that you have been experiencing for the last 3 years of your earthly time will propel you towards what we often speak of. That is to say, the new earth, the one that will lead you in the wake of peace, of serenity within you by dint of understanding that you are, each one of you, the only one to make of your life happiness, joy, peace, and serenity. During this new year, you will be pushed to go deeper into your inner self, because this year could be turbulent, very turbulent for some of you. Indeed, those humans who do not understand what is happening, who do not understand that true life is within them, and not only the directives of your leaders. And other power-hungry people, these humans will sink more and more into the restrictions of the third dimension, and will remain in sadness and malaise. But for those humans who already understand that life is your own divine inner power, this will be the revelation of true life and the new earth. Dear brothers and sisters of the earth, stay confident in your inner power, the one that nothing can destroy, the power of your divinity that protects you and leads you to liberation and to true freedom. We accompany you with great love. Do not doubt it. Channeled by 𝗪𝗔𝗧𝗖𝗛𝗏.